with this. Pretenders and contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Who, we have a quarter of a sample size for the entire WNBA regular season officially now. Where are we at? Who's pretending? Who's contending? Who's on fraud watch? Like, let's get the whole gamut here.
Okay. Contenders. I think Phoenix is a contender. I'm comfortable saying that. I think Minnesota is a contender. I'm comfortable saying that. I think the Liberty will be assisted back to where they would like to go. So I'm comfortable saying that
Rings.
No. Take that S off. What do you mean plural? What do you mean plural?
You know what? One made basket still means one ring at the end of the day.
Okay, and that's
all I'm
uno.
saying.
That's uno. Take
Uno.
that plural. Don't pluralize that. One Mickey Mouse ring. Uno.
Okay. All right. So we're up to 3.
I think Seattle is on the cusp.
Okay.
Seattle sometimes looks like they're pretending to be a contender. And that worries me because sometimes, and this is like me observing the fans, they've been a little like, Noel, what are you doing? What's this decision? Yeah. What's going on here? And it's like, sometimes it is kind of like, ooh, is this the lineup? Or is this what we really want to do? Child, I guess. So they're like pretending to contend. My aces are really good at pretending to contend.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why Chelsea Gray is now in this like phase where she has to throw these behind the back passes, but they are awful. And I'm tired of us pretending that they're not. Because I'm watching and they're like at the end of the going into the half showing the broadcast, like, and then Chelsea Gray just right there. And they're zooming in on it. And I was like, that's a duck. Jackie had to like darn near jump to save it out of bounds and had the heads up play to get it to Jewel in the corner. And then she had the nerve to do it again in the fourth quarter in crunch time, and that almost cost us the game. Stop it. Stop with those stop. Those passes are not it. I still maintain point guard status because I've seen what I've seen, but I need that to stop.
Yes. We were here for the 2021 Storm playoff series.
22. Because that's
22,
when
correct. Excuse me.
Because my Cox won 22, my Aces won 22. Picture it, Sicily, 1922. I'm on top of the world.
Top of the world. What? Then what happened?
I think the pandemic. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's all a blur from there.
It's all been downhill since.
But I think the others played really, really well without Asia, right? They're getting some great stuff out of Jackie. And in a turn up, Jackie Young excites me. It moves me. You know, you're getting increased production from Chelsea, like passes aside. Like she still put up like 20 and something the other night. Or she had a 20-point game and her and Jackie were clicking. Jewel Lloyd looks like a basketball player. Like, that's great. We need that.
We need it.
So, like, I know Carolyn Peck in the broadcast the other day was like, they respect Asia so much that they're trying to step their game up and get it done without her. And I was like, well, why don't they respect her enough to do this when she is in? Because, like, that would be helpful, friends.
That's actually a fair point. That's fucking crazy.
Like, if we could now turn that switch on, because what I saw the other day, over the weekend, I'm like, why are we not doing this when Asia is in? So maybe it is like Becky having her take a step back and like, okay, I want you to focus on rim protecting and then like bringing us home in the, get your bucket, set the tone. But like now we're going to have you in a focused role here. So it forces people to continue that play like she's not there while also having the luxury of having her there, because leading the team in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, I don't like it. And that to me is pretending contender. Hiding behind Asia doing everything is pretending to be a contender.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
Yeah.
Is Atlanta pretending or are they contending?
Contending.
I agree.
Contending. I think they are contending. I think we have seen enough consistency. My daughter Pow Pow had a game the other day.
16 points for Tahina Pow Pow.
Man, I only raise winners. I only raise winners. My household is so blessed. It's not even funny. But like she's able to now coexist with Jordan Canada coming back and like still have that level of play. Alicia Gray, bruh, MVP. We've already said it. Like, put her with the big dogs.
I'm ready to plant the flag now that Asia's gotten hurt. She's number 2 until we get a bigger sample from Caitlin. Now, Grant, like if Caitlin's doing 32, 9, and 8 the rest of the year, like yeah, she's gonna be the MVP, let alone in the top 3 conversation. But like, dog, it was another 32-5-4 for Alicia this week with a 15-5-5 or something like that on Friday, and that is a low end Alicia Gray game this season. She's got the goods, man. She's number 2 in my ballot right now. If you were to do it today, she'd be number 2 in my ballot.
Yeah, I think what we're missing now is again that narrative piece, because with Fee, we already know, the table was already set. We already know her story. With Caitlin, it was like you could see they had to go find somebody that knew how to dribble with both hands and could get it across the court when she's not there. So you were able to see immediately the impact she's had on this team and the style of play and just how valuable she is. And we've talked about it. So her narrative is already set. With Leash, it's time to start getting the narrative because this is a brand new team. New pieces, and she's somehow holding it down and flourishing in it. So we need the narrative.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's time. This is where we talk about like the storytelling gap, and that's something that we got a couple things in development right now that I think will kind of help fill some of that stuff just broadly across the course of the season. But it's one of those things where you are right. Like the narrative needs to begin. And I also think like before we get to the narrative, like the play is like the step 1 of it. She's doing that. She's doing that and she's done that. And her consistency has allowed people to sort of ride the roller coaster of Ryan Howard. And I think that also to me is a reason I have them contending is because you are not reliant on Ryan's streakiness to win you games. Now, if you have Alicia Gray always giving you something, it at least helps you insulate from a bad Ryan night. And then if you get a good Ryan night and a good Alicia night, you're burying opponents. If you got a good Ryan night and a bad Alicia night, you are still in pretty good shape because she's still giving you 30. And it's becoming increasingly rare that we're getting the bad Ryan night and the bad Alicia night on the same night. And that to me is the contender piece of all of this.
Yeah. And I think that's where you got vets. They need to step in and stabilize. Because like a good Ryan, bad Ryan, good Leash, bad Leash, it should be able to be counteracted by a good BG.
Yeah.
Even a competent BG, even a decent BG. You 6'8", bro. Ain't nobody else.
She's been soft this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been great. The on-off numbers are crazy with her. Have you seen them?
No, they're bad. They're that bad.
Oh, hold on. Continue. I'm gonna pull these up real quick.
Yeah, but it's like as much as I was impressed at the 3-point shooting being in her repertoire, like that ain't what we started watching you at Baylor for, big dog. Please get in the post and dominate. I need 2021 BG. That BG was different. Oh, yes. God, I can't believe Diana Taurasi squandered a good BG postseason like that. But like, if she can take pieces like that, she's like Jonquel in that sense. Like, when they lock in and they decide, like, I'm the biggest thing out here. I'm that girl. Like, I'm here to dominate and no one can stop me. They are actually
they are quite
unstoppable.
literally. Yeah, I was gonna say they're quite literally
It
impossible to
becomes
stop.
but when they're kind of like, okay, I'm here, then it's
Yep.
like, yes, you are. You
Yeah.
are marked present.
Yeah. So no, I 100% agree. So I think that's a fair group of contenders. Any final thoughts before we wrap up the show?
Sabrina sucks.
Sabrina's great. And
And then,
the battle continues.
Yeah, I just would like to really end by saying, you talked a lot about the edge. That edge wouldn't have helped in 2020 against the Gamecocks. So we thank you all for joining us on No Cap Space. Make sure you get the your home field merch. Use the promo code.
Let's play it. Look, Sabrina put up 34 in the loss. That's all I'm gonna say. She's an elite 2-guard shooter in this league now. And what is more, we don't know. But the baseline has been established. I was right. She was gonna be a star in this league.
No,
I was right.
about to knock her off her spot.
I mean, look, I'm a big Aaliyah Nye fan, and actually, you all should be soon too, because we got a piece coming out on Aaliyah Nye this coming week.
I did that.
Yep, NoCapSpaceWBB.com for that. Shawnee, thank you, and thank you all for watching. This has been Ball Up Top, a women's basketball podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the things to help boost us in the algorithm, because that would be fantastic. Subscribe to us on Substack. Consider the Ball Knowers tier. Find us on Apple, on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever you get your podcast. Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars. As Shawnee said, use NoCap 15 to get your first home field purchase 15% off. And that's all the time we have in Ball Up Top, a women's basketball podcast. See you all next week. Sweet.